Welcome back to my online classes. I will continue the topic, the second part of the topic, a letter to God. I have told you about that Lencho's hope became fulfilled. His long expectations, long hope of rain also occurred there. And he also preliminarily compared the raindrops with the different types of thinking point. Then what happened when the rain started and it must have some continue? It will continue for some time. Then what will happen then? With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers and draped in the cottons of rain. His paddy field was requiring some water because it was the dotted with the flowers. And during that time, it needs some water. The water rages, falls in such way that the whole crop field was covered with a certain of cotton of rain. The draped with cotton of rain. ସତେ ଏପରି ବର୍ଷାର ଓଢ଼ଣୀରେ ସେ ଘୋଡ଼େଇ ହେଇଗଲା. But suddenly the strong wind began when the rain started, and after some times the strong wind began. जोरे पवन बहिला. And the strong wind of the raindrops, large hailstones began to fall. Large hailstones. That is, it is a one kind of snow. That is snowfall. It is one kind of snowfalls. ବା ଯାହାକୁ କୁହାଯାଏ କୁଆପଥର. And in the meantime, the heavy hailstones began to fall on his crop. Then what happened? Now this is truly resembles new silver coins. Again also, Lencho compare. No. That hailstone is nothing but it is a silver coins. His imagination was such type of, his imagination reached at this certain point that he was comparing certain things about that rains. He compared. Truly resembles like new silver coins. The hailstones compared with a new silver coins. At first he regarded the big drops as 10-cent pieces, small ones the 5-cent pieces, and gradually the rain increased. The time arose, and what happened? The big wind came to that point, and beside that rain, the hailstones also occur there. The boys were exposing themselves to the rain and out of the frozen falls. That frozen falls. ପିଲାମାନେ ମଧ୍ୟ କ'ଣ କଲେ ନା ସେ କୁଆପଥରକୁ ପାଇବା ପାଇଁ ସବୁ ବାହାରକୁ ଯାଇକି ସେମାନେ ଗୋଟେଇବା ଆରମ୍ଭ କଲେ, ସଂଗ୍ରହ କରିବାକୁ ଆରମ୍ଭ କଲେ. The children also came out from the home to collect the frozen falls. They are the hailstones. It is really getting wet now. And in this way, the rain continued, the wind came, the hailstone occurred there. And when certain time increase, it is lasted for the several times. Now what happened? Now the Lencho thinking that it is really getting bad now. He's thinking, oh no, it is very bad. Exclaimed the man. Who is the exclaimed the man? Lencho thinking, no, this is very bad. I hope it passes quickly. Then imaginations of the Lencho aspect of to passes quickly. It did not pass quickly. For an hour the hail rain on the house. For an hour. गोटे घंटा सेठी वर्षा है. झड़ बतास सहित कुआपथर माड़ लास्टिंग है के गोटे घंटा. फॉर 1 hour, 1.5 hour and hell rain on the house. गोटे घंटा तले वर्षा है. The gardens, the hillside, the cornfield, the whole valley, the field was white with covered with salt. Now when the hailstones continue for the long time, His whole field was draped with, covered with just like a salt. And till that time, the Lencho's imagination continuing from the different comparative study. And what happened then? Not a leaf remained on the tree, not a leaf. The rainstone, the hailstones fall just like heavily, where the tree's leaves became withered. ଗଛର ପତ୍ର ତକ ସବୁ ଝଡ଼ିଗଲା। ସେ କହିଛନ୍ତି ନଟ୍ ଏ ଲିପ୍ ରିମେନ୍ ଅନ୍ ଦ ଟ୍ରି, ଗଛରେ ପତ୍ର ରହିଲା ନାହିଁ। ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ମିନ୍ସ ହାଉ ଦ hailstorm violently crashed in that area. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers was gone from the plants. The long hope of dotted flowers also gone there. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness. ଲେଞ୍ଚର ହୃଦୟଟା ଦୁଃଖରେ ଭରିଗଲା। ବା ବହୁତ ପ୍ରତୀକ୍ଷାର ଆଶା ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆସ୍ତେ ଆସ୍ତେ ପୂରଣ ହିଁ ଆସିଲା ଏବଂ ଯେତେବେଳେ ସମୟର ଅବଧି ବଢ଼ିଲା, ତା ସହିତ ଡେଭାଷ୍ଟେସନ୍ସ, ତା ସହିତ ତା ଦୁଃଖର କାରଣ ମଧ୍ୟ ପହଞ୍ଚି ଆସିଲା। In this way, the long waitings of his aspirations became fall into the tragedy. And what happened? When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, he called his sons and stood in the middle of the field. What happened there? A flag of electors would have left more than this. He was thinking that perhaps the plague of locusts have lost all the paddy fields. And in this way, the hail has left nothing. When his crop became totally destroyed, he imagined that, no, it's a plague of locusts has been destroyed all the crops. And till that period also he was thinking, or his imagination continuing with other comparative study. And this year we will have no corn. At last, his long hope fell into tragedy. And he was telling that this year we will have no corn. And he was discussing with his sons in the paddy field. And what happened, you see there? And that night was a sorrowful one, when the long devastations occurred there. And after he went to the home, and that night was also very sorrowful one. All our works for nothing. He told that different works, different long toils became spoiled by this rain. And there is no one who can help us. Now Lencho became helpless. Who can save? The natural disaster occur. Nobody else has done that mistake. It is the nature. Nature destroyed all the crops field. Then what happened? He was thinking time to time, what will happen then? We'll all go hungry this year. He was telling also, we'll go hungry this year. And this type of imaginations arose in his mind. What happened? But in these hearts of all who lived in this solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was only single help from God. And in that valley, in that crest of hill, only Lencho's family was living there. And all his surroundings cover belongs to Lencho. Then after the great devastations, Lencho thought that only hope of help him, only the God. Suddenly, the minds of the about God around his mind. The God's help can be able to succeed him. He was thinking that. What do you think? Don't be upset even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger. And in this crucial time, he also make consolation towards his friends, consolation towards his family members, that no one dies of hunger. Still he had a hope of getting some help from anybody else. ତା ତଥାପି ଏତେ ବଡ଼ କ୍ଷତି ପରେ ତା ମନ ଭିତରେ ଆହୁରି ଥିଲା ତାର ଯେ କିଛି ସାହାଯ୍ୟ ପାଇବ ବୋଲି, ତଥାପି ସେ ହାର ମାନି ଯାଇନାହିଁ। ତାର ଏତେ ବଡ଼ କ୍ଷତିରେ ସେ ମଧ୍ୟ ହାର ମାନି ଯାଇନି। ତାର ଗୋଟିଏ ଆଶା ଥିଲା ଭଗବାନ ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ଭାବେ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରିବେ। ଆଣ୍ଡ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ଦେ ସେ ନୋ ୱାନ୍ ଡାଇଜ୍ ଅଫ୍ ହଙ୍ଗର। ଏବଂ ସେ ମଧ୍ୟ କହୁଛି କେହି ହେଲେ ଭୋକରେ କେହି ମରନ୍ତି ନାହିଁ। ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ଭାବେ କୌଣସି ଉପାୟ ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ଭାବେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରିବ। And these type of imaginations arose in his mind throughout the night. He was thinking about the loss of his paddy field and who will help. At last he thought that the God must help him. Then what he do? All throughout the night, Lencho thought only of one hope and help to God, whose eyes, as he had instructed, see everything, even what in deep in one's consciousness. Lencho's faith about the God was very much uncomparable because he was expecting, and this loss became recovered by the God. And what happened? Lencho was an ox-open man. Lencho is a farmer, and he was the strength of an ox. ଗୋଟେ ବଳଦ ଭଳିଆ ସେ ବଳବାନ ଥିଲା, because he was a farmer, he was a Mexican farmer, working like an animal in the fields. And just like animals, he worked in the field. Still, he knew how to write. He also decided how to write his loss to God, how to write about his request to God. The following Sunday at daybreak, the following Sunday, that means on Monday, the incident occurred Sunday. The following Sunday means that on the other day, that is Monday, he began to write a letter which he himself should carry him to town place in the mail. And on the request of the God, he wrote something about help, about his devastation to God. He wrote a letter to God and went to the town to carry and posted in a mailbox. In this way, he wrote a letter about his devastation, about his loss to God. Let us see what will be another response from the God. And it is very interesting, and also it is very faithful about his career, faithful about his imaginations. And I will go through the third part of the text in my next video. Till then, goodbye.